Good day, everyone. Welcome to our Fisheries Professionals Licensure Examination review. This review is intended for those fisheries graduates and students who will take the Fisheries Board exam. In this video, we are going to respond to some possible board exam questions. But before we proceed, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to get notified when we upload new videos. So let us start. Number 16. A basic natural food chain in an aquatic ecosystem is made up of the following trophic levels. Trophic level 1 as the base or lowest level, trophic level 2, trophic level 3, and trophic level 4 as the top or highest level. Which of the following sequences illustrate the proper order of the trophic levels in a fish pond? A. Herbivores, carnivores, algae or phytoplankton, fish, shrimp. B. Carnivores, fish, shrimp, herbivores, algae or phytoplankton. Letter C. Algae, phytoplankton, herbivores, fish or shrimps, and carnivores. Letter D. Carnivores, fish, shrimp, omnivores, zooplankton, algae or phytoplankton. The correct answer for this question is letter C. Algae, phytoplankton, herbivores, fish, shrimp, and carnivores. When we talk about trophic level, it is the group of organisms within an ecosystem which occupy the same level in a food chain. There are 5 main trophic levels within a food chain, each of which differs in its nutritional relationship with the primary energy source. The primary energy source in any ecosystem is the sun, although there are exceptions in deep sea ecosystems. The solar radiation from the sun provides the input of energy which is used by primary producers, also known as autotrophs. Primary producers are usually plants and algae, which perform photosynthesis in order to manufacture their own food source. Primary producers made up the first trophic level. The rest of the trophic levels are made up of consumers, also known as heterotrophs. Heterotrophs are those organisms that cannot produce their own food, so must consume other organisms in order to acquire nutrition. The second trophic level consists of herbivores. These organisms gain energy by eating primary producers and are called primary consumers. The trophic level 3, 4, and 5 consists of carnivores and omnivores. Carnivores are animals that survive only by eating other animals, whereas omnivores eat animals and plant materials. Trophic level 3 consists of carnivores and omnivores, which eat herbivores. These are the secondary consumers. And last, the trophic level 4 contains carnivores and omnivores, which eat secondary consumers and are known as tertiary consumers. Trophic level 5 consists of apex predators. These animals have no natural predators and are therefore at the top of the food chain. Decomposers or detritivores are organisms which consume dead plant and animal material, converting it into energy and nutrients that plant can use for effective growth. Although they do not fill an independent trophic level, decomposers and detritivores such as fungi, bacteria, earthworms, and flies recycle waste material from all other trophic levels and are an important part of a functioning ecosystem. Due to the way that energy is utilized as it is transferred between levels, the total biomass of organism on each trophic level decreases from the bottom up. Only around 10% of energy consumed is converted into biomass, whereas the rest is lost as heat as well as the movement and other biological functions. Because of this gradual loss of energy, the biomass of each trophic level is often viewed as a pyramid, called a trophic pyramid. Question number 17. The main goal of Ecosystem Approach to Fisheries Management or EAFM and the Integrated Coastal Resource Management or ICRM is basically the same. This is to blank. Letter A. Attempt to achieve sustainability of resource utilization. Letter B. Fish conservation and management. Letter C. Maintain the minimum level of use of marine and fisheries resources. Or letter D. Attain the maximum economic benefits from marine and fisheries resources. The answer for this question is letter A. Attempt to achieve sustainability of resource utilization. Number 18. When the fish body attempts to react to the environmental change and tries to adjust to the change and reach a new equilibrium both physiologically and behaviorally in order to survive the new environmental conditions, this is known as blank. A. Alarm stage. B. Adaptive stage. C. Exhaustion stage. Or letter D. None of these. The answer for this question is letter B. Adaptive stage. Stress in fish is an undesirable aspect of production. Stress results from biotic and/or abiotic factors that act in changing or modifying the animal's natural or homeostatic state. As defined, stress is the sum of the physiological responses that fish makes to maintain or regain its normal balance. Response and adaptation to stress take place in three phases. Number 1 is the alarm stage. The fish attempts to escape from the problem. And second is the adaptive stage. If escape is not possible, the fish body attempts to react to the environmental change. So the fish tries to adjust to the change and reach a new equilibrium both physiologically and behaviorally in order to survive to the new environmental conditions. And the third one is the exhaustion stage. If the environmental change is so great that a fish cannot adapt to it, then the fish's stress response finally reaches the exhaustion stage and the fish dies. Abrupt change in salinity, pH, or temperature, especially at levels beyond the animal's tolerable range, cause significant stress in fish and make them succumb to secondary infection. Exposure to stress may also weaken the defense mechanism of fish. Handling, overcrowding, malnutrition, and poor environmental conditions are stressful to cultured fish. Number 19. Which of the following has the lowest link in the photosynthesis? Which of the following has the lowest link in the photosynthesis? Letter A. Zooplankton. Letter B. Nekton. Letter C. Benthos. Or letter D. Epiphytes. The answer for this question is letter C. Benthos. The benthos is comprised of all the organisms that live at the bottom of a body of standing or running water. various forms of nitrogen in wastewater are measured, the problems nitrogen can cause at an activated sludge treatment facility, and methods to correct these problems. It is also hoped that operators of wastewater treatment plants will find this information useful in their quest to remove nitrogen from waste stream, meet regulatory limits, and continue to enhance the environment. Based on his manual, it mentioned that in its various forms, nitrogen can deplete dissolved oxygen in receiving waters, stimulates aquatic plant growth, exhibits toxicity towards aquatic life, presents a public health hazard, and affect the suitability of wastewater for reuse purposes. Wastewater effluents containing nutrients such as nitrogen and phosphorus can cause eutrophication and the excessive growth of aquatic plants and algae in lakes, streams, rivers, wetlands, or any surface water subject to runoff. So here we have the different forms of nitrogen found in wastewater. It can be nitrogenous gases, organic nitrogen such as urea, amino acids, fecal material, ammonia as a dissolved gas, ammonium, nitrate and nitrite ions in solution, total cadal nitrogen, which is the sum of the ammonia and organic nitrogen, and total nitrogen, which is the sum of TKN or total cadal nitrogen and nitrate and nitrite. And also we have here an illustration of the relationship between ammonium and ammonia at various pH levels. The amount of ammonia and ammonium formed depends on pH and temperature. When the pH of the wastewater is acidic, this is less than 6.9, or neutral, which is 7.0, the majority of the nitrogen is ammonium. When the pH rises to 8.0 and is increasing, the ammonium begins to shift in form to dissolved ammonia gas. At pH 10 and higher, almost all the ammonium has converted to a dissolved ammonia gas. Ammonification is also accomplished by bacterial decomposition. Number 21. Which of the following statements about echinoderms are correct? 1. Blood is absent in echinoderms. 2. Echinoderms can regenerate lost body parts. 3. Echinoderms have eyes. 4. All echinoderm species live in the ocean. Letter A, 1 and 2 only. Letter B, 1, 2, and 3. Letter C, 1, 2, and 4. Or letter D, 1, 2, 3, and 4. The correct answer for this question is letter C, 1, 2, and 4. Echinoderms are named for the spines or bumps covering the outer surface of the bodies of many of them. It came from the Greek root word echino, meaning spiny, and Latin root word derm, meaning skin. Examples of echinoderms include sea stars, sea urchins, brittle stars, and feeder stars. Most echinoderms have a complete digestive system. They have separate sexes, usually with gonads in sets of 5, showing internal pentaradial symmetry. All echinoderm species live in the ocean, so there are no freshwater or terrestrial echinoderms. So echinoderms have different characteristics. An adult echinoderm has a body made up of equal sections, usually 5 or multiple of 5, that surround a central point. In starfish and brittle stars, or each of these sections is in the form of an arm-like appendages that points away from the center like a wheel spoke. Often each body section will house a duplicate set of internal organs. Also, echinoderms can regenerate their body parts. It possesses the remarkable ability to regrow lost limbs or other body parts, even internal organs. When attacked, many will gradually regenerate a damaged or severed limb after the wound has closed up. Also, some species can use regeneration to reproduce by deliberately breaking themselves apart, after which each piece will grow into a new organism. Moreover, echinoderms don't have blood. Without blood or a heart, an echinoderm instead utilizes a water vascular system to carry oxygen to its vital organs. Echinoderms also have no eyes. One of the coolest facts about echinoderms is that they don't have a brain either, only a rudimentary nerve network. However, many starfish do possess light-sensitive organs on their arms, called eye spots. These simple organs provide no detailed images, but can sense varying degrees of light, allowing the starfish to seemingly have some idea of where it's going. This group of marine animals lives only in salt water, so there is no freshwater or terrestrial echinoderms. Number 22. How does fish react at high temperature? A. The fish dies instantaneously. Letter B. The metabolism of fish will slow down. Letter C. The fish becomes highly active. Or letter D. The metabolism rate of fish becomes faster. The answer for this question is letter D. The metabolism rate of fish becomes faster. Number 23. The Love River mullet, locally known as Ludong, is a freshwater mullet claimed to be endemic to the Cagayan River and its tributaries, extending through the watersheds of Cagayan Valley and the Santa Abra River systems of Ilocos Sur and Abra in the Philippines. It is known as the president's fish and the most expensive fish in the country. This species is scientifically known as blanc. A. Mesoprestes cancellatus. Letter B. Misgornus angelicaudatus. Letter C. Cistrius licatilis. Or letter D. Caranx ignobilis. The answer for this question is letter C. Cistrius licatilis. Love River mullet is a freshwater mullet that is rare and indigenous migratory fish species caught in northern Philippines that commands very high price. This river mullet belongs to family Mugelidae and recorded to be found in Asia, especially in the areas of Celebes Sea and New Caledonia. It was claimed to be endemic to Cagayan River and tributaries extending through the watersheds of Cagayan Valley and the Santa Abra River systems of Ilocos Sur and Abra in the Philippines. Verifiable and reliable sources have listed Celebes, New Caledonia, New Hebrides, and Fiji as areas where the Love River mullet may be found. Moreover, Ludong is a herbivorous species, eating only the filamentous algae that live on rocks and boulders in and near river rapids. A mature fish weighs from 0.25 kg to 2 kg, can cost 4,000 to 5,000 a kilo, making it the most expensive fish in the country. It commands a very high price in the market because it is seasonal and difficult to catch. This fish is known for its unique taste and peculiar aroma when cooked. This elusive fish is catadromous in nature. It migrates to the ocean to breed. It swims to salt water to spawn from October to December and returns to upstream ponds after. Ludong is close to be an endangered species considering its threatened state in the northern Luzon waters. In fact, information gathered from fish vendors in Cagayan showed that the volume of Ludong catch has been tremendously decreasing annually. It was also observed that over the years, the size of Ludong being caught are getting smaller. Owing to its scarcity and high value in the market, the desire to catch Ludong increases, causing overfishing and endangerment. This concern resulted in the issuance of Fisheries Administrative Order No. 31 aimed at conserving the banak or Ludong in northern Luzon. Specifically, FAO 31 prohibits the capture, purchase, sale, preparation, and serving of Ludong for private or public consumption during its seasonal migration. It also prohibits the use of tabukol, cast net of large meshes, tabak, a small drag scene for river fishing, or pateng or pateng is a cylindrical fish pot for catching mullet in the Cagayan River and its tributaries, and in the Santa Abra River system during these months. Furthermore, the Department of Agriculture, Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources announced the closed fishing season for Ludong pursuant to Bureau Administrative Circular No. 247, Series of 2013, prohibiting any person, association, or corporation to catch Ludong from October 1 to November 15. Question number 24. How is zooplankton considered in a trophic structure? A. Primary producer. B. Primary consumer. C. Secondary consumer. Or letter D. Tertiary producer. The answer for this question is letter B, primary consumer. Number 25. In aquatic ecosystem, the nitrogen cycle, or more precisely the nitrification cycle, is completed when the nitrates produced by nitrifying bacteria are denitrified or converted into gaseous nitrogen. What species of bacteria cause the conversion of ammonia to nitrites? A. Nitrobacter and Nitrospira. B. Nitrosomonas and Nitrosospira. Letter C. Pseudomonas and Achromobacter. Or letter D. Anaerobic bacteria. The answer for this question is letter B, Nitrosomonas and Nitrosospira. The nitrification process requires the mediation of two distinct groups: the bacteria that convert ammonia to nitrites, which includes Nitrosomonas, Nitrosospira, Nitrosococcus, and Nitrosolobus, and the bacteria that convert nitrites, which is toxic to plants, to nitrates, are the Nitrobacter, Nitrospina, and Nitrococcus. So we have here a video presentation showing the nitrogen cycle from its Thomson time. Please watch. Number 26. Which of the following is not true about cetaceans? A. They breathe air. B. They are warm-blooded. C. They are hairy. Or letter D. They produce milk for their young. The correct answer for this question is letter C. They are hairy. Cetaceans are any member of an entirely aquatic group of mammals commonly known as whales, dolphins, and porpoise, that is according to Britannica.com. Whales, dolphins, seals, and other marine mammals can generate their own heat and maintain a stable body temperature despite fluctuating environmental conditions. Like people, they are endothermic homeotherms, or known as warm-blooded. The ancient Greeks recognized the cetaceans breathe air, give birth to live young, produce milk, and have hair, all features of mammals. However, the hair covering that is common to mammals is drastically reduced in cetaceans, likely because hair is a poor insulator when wet and increases drag during swimming. Hairs on cetaceans are restricted to the head with isolated follicles occurring on the lower jaw and the snout. Because of their body form, however, cetaceans were commonly grouped with the fishes. Cetaceans are entirely carnivorous, although members of the order of Sirenia, such as the manatees, dugongs, and Steller sea cow, were once referred to as the herbivorous cetacea. Number 27. What is the reason why Stenohyland species are unable to survive and grow in a wide range of salinity? A. Due to poor acclimation. B. Due to buoyancy. C. Due to osmoregulation. Or letter D. Due to inadequate conditioning. The answer for this question is letter C, due to osmoregulation. According to Molnar and Gear as cited by Pressbooks, osmoregulation is the process of maintaining salt and water balance across membranes within the body. In many marine organisms, osmosis, the passage of solvent through a semi-permeable membrane, occurs without any need for regulatory mechanisms because the cells have the same osmotic pressure as the sea. Other organisms, however, must actively take on, conserve, or excrete water or salts in order to maintain their internal water mineral content. As shown in Figure A, when the fish live in fresh water, their bodies tend to take up water because the environment is relatively hypotonic. In such hypotonic environments, these fish do not drink much water. Instead, they pass a lot of very dilute urine and they achieve electrolyte balance by active transport of salt through the gills. When they move to a hypertonic marine environment, as shown on Figure B, these fish start drinking seawater. They excrete the excess salt through their gills and their urine. Number 28. What are the most important gases for life in the ocean? 1. Oxygen. 2. Methane. 3. Nitrogen. 4. Carbon dioxide. A. 1, 2, and 3. B. 2, 3, and 4. C. 3, 4, and 1. Or letter D. 1 only. The correct answer for this question is letter C. 3, 4, and 1. Number 29. It is a CITES Appendix which includes species not necessarily threatened with extinction but in which trade must be controlled in order to avoid utilization incompatible with their survival. A. Appendix 1. B. Appendix 2. C. Appendix 3. Or letter B. Appendix 4. The correct answer for this question is letter B, Appendix 2. Based on the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, Appendix 1 shall include all species threatened with extinction which are or may be affected by trade. Trade in specimens of these species must be subject to particularly strict regulation in order not to endanger further survival and must only be authorized in exceptional circumstances. There is a total ban on exploitation. Meanwhile, Appendix 2 shall include all species which, although not necessarily now threatened with extinction, may become so unless trade in specimens of such species is subject to strict regulation in order to avoid utilization incompatible with their survival, and other species which must be subject to regulation in order that trade in specimens of certain species. There is a limited exploitation subject to quotas. And last, Appendix 3, it shall include all species which any party identifies as being subject to regulation within its jurisdiction for the purpose of preventing or restricting exploitation and as needing the cooperation of other parties in the control of their trade. Species requiring protection in certain states only. Species are reassessed every 2 years. Number 30. What is NIPA's law? A. RA 7586. B. RA 9003. C. RA 11398. Or letter D. RA 11038. The correct answer is letter D, RA 11038. RA 7586 is the Establishment and Management of National Integrated Protected Area System or NIPA's law. RA 9003 is the Ecological Solid Waste Management Act of 2000. and the RA 11398 is the act regulating the practice of the fisheries profession in the Philippines, or otherwise known as Philippine Fisheries Profession Act. RA 11038 amends the RA 7586. It is the law expanding the National Integrated Protected Area System, or ENIPAS. There are 94 more protected areas added on this act, which increases the number of protected areas covered by legislation from 13 to 107 for a total of 3 million hectares. This law was signed by former President Duterte on June 22, 2018. And here are the list of some of the government protected areas under ENIPAS law, which it includes here the 3 Ramsar sites such as the Las Piñas Parañaque Wetland Park, the Agusan Marsh, and the Ulango Island in Cebu. That's all for this video, but before we end, we have here a question to answer. How can you measure the salinity of seawater without any equipment? You can write your response on the comment section. So that ends our review questions. I hope you learned a lot from this video. See you in the next session. Thank you.